Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Michael Benson, co-founding pastor of the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Chico, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here this morning to our Sunday celebration, where we do indeed celebrate. We do indeed celebrate. Now, our theme for April has been and is today, because it's still April, living in love through demonstration. Through demonstration. Well, those of you who've been here all month know that there have been 3 previous lessons on the ideas of demonstration. I did the first one, Easter, titled Rise and Shine. Talked about the principles and the metaphysical interpretation of the resurrection. Letting go of the old ideas, walking through the valley of false belief, and then being born again to a new life within this life. The second Sunday, titled Demonstrating Good in Spite of Ourselves, was given by Reverend Dr. Carolyn Fish. The third Sunday, Demonstrating Our Truth, from Reverend Eileen Brownell. So you had 3 kind of warm-ups to today, the final 4th Sunday in the month of demonstration ideas. And now it's time to stake your claim. Time to stake your claim. That's right. Time to stand up for what you believe. We give a lip service. I know I do. A lot. I'm really good with the metaphysical jargon. And I was really much less tuned into what it meant 15, 20 years ago. But yeah, I had all the words down. All the words down. But you know, life happens through demonstration for us. And those demonstrations allowed me to go, now wait a minute, I gotta go a little deeper on these principles and statements and jargon. What do they really mean? So it's time to let it all hang out, so to speak. Time to demonstrate what we believe. And the truth is, it's already hanging out. It's already hanging out. What you believe is already here. Yikes. I look around my life, sometimes I go, oh, God. Now, it wasn't what I was believing yesterday or maybe even the day before. I could have been 10 years ago. And it's showing up now. And show up it does. Show up it does. You show up exactly as you believe yourself to be. That's a line from my early training. Yeah, okay, you say, yeah, all right, yeah, okay. But it's true. It's true. Because your life is filled with like-minded experiences. Whatever your mind likes shows up as your experience. And that's not bad. It's just for awareness for you. Your demonstrations are the result of what is accepted in your consciousness. So we can give it lip service. We can say, yeah, I deserve this, and I want that. I really should have that. But if we don't really accept that in our deepest level of believing, it doesn't show up as that. We get something else. Because we've muddled the waters of our thinking. I like to do an example of ideas when I give a talk, I liken it to our consciousness, what we accept, it's spirit and surround sound around us. We immerse ourselves in our beliefs, and it becomes what we hear and think into, and is played back to us all the time. You and I are immersed in our believings. And all of our believings, it's like going underwater. We're immersed in it. The Science of Mind textbook tells us, in the language of metaphysics, a demonstration is made when the thing is accomplished. That's a demonstration. When the thing is accomplished, that means it's done. That also means we're not attached to it. One of my early demonstrations was a new car. I had it all picked out. One detail was I had planned on the size of the payment book or the amount per month. That's called knowledge and awareness. So I learned to be very specific and careful, and all the rest of it in what I asked Spirit to demonstrate for me. All right? Because in truth, we're all accomplished manifestors. Look around your life. You have exactly what you want. Not what you say you want, but exactly what you believe you deserve. Yikes! This is not a beat up. It's just, I want you to hear that. Because if you believe this so far, and you've accomplished yourself in manifesting it for yourself today, then guess what? If you don't want it, you can accomplish something else. Because you have the power to do that. There are times when we feel overwhelmed in life. We feel underappreciated in our lives. Maybe underpaid in our lives. And definitely I felt overworked in my life. And those are the times that physically and on a human level, we can become paralyzed. We freeze up. And thank God for this teaching, because it's a great reminder to me of the truth behind all that appearance, and that there's a power greater than you, and you can use it. And so we use this power to become unfrozen, because to the degree we understand that we're overwhelmed, underappreciated, underpaid, those are all indicators of where we really believe. Are you with me? Mm-hmm. Okay, so at that moment, you say, thank you. Thank you for that. Because now I can do something different. I don't have to feel and believe and experience all of that I don't want to experience anymore. I quit focusing on that. And I move to something greater. Because we use the power of Spirit to the degree it's understood. We demonstrate according to our understanding of it. However, you cannot demonstrate beyond your ability to mentally embody the idea. Oh. In other words, you must adjust the language used in your mental atmosphere. It's that surround sound in consciousness. You've got to change the tune of your thinking. You've got to change channels on the serious spiritual radio station. Because we can do that just as easy. turn a little knob. It says, oh, I'm moving from gloom, doom, anguish to escape. I love escape on the radio. You ever heard that? Or spa. You don't want to drive with spa because, but we have the ability, just like that, to change our atmosphere. So when paralyzing situations arise again, and they will, because here's that showing up later, several years later, these ideas will come through again. And the more we bless them, the more we say, thank you for the awareness that I have, that I can not live that lie anymore. And that's the moment to reconsider our thinking. Because we have such a potential within our thinking and our minds to submit new ideas. That inbox is never full for your new ideas. So the next time you feel like a deer in the headlights, remind yourself, I am so blessed that this moment came and I have clarity to change it. I have clarity to change it. Because every experience in our life had to occur. It's called divine order. The truth is, divine order is always at your service according to this ability for you to embody what is true for you. And the truth is, you're always in the divinity of perfect demonstration. You're always at the portal for something new. It's a step by step by step process. Ergo, evolution. We are designed to evolve. When we don't evolve, we don't live. Each step is necessary to your unfoldment of greater understanding. You weren't this smart last week, were you? I wasn't. And each experience opens your mental doorway to be able to take the next step through the next doorway of experience. And the next, and the next. They're all necessary to get you here. It's called change. It's called change. We don't wear the same old clothes every day, do we? No. We change them occasionally. Change. We're all about change. But where does the change first begin? Students of science of mind. In the mind. So, do the change with expectancy. Fully expecting what it is you are putting into the slot of mind to have experience with that. Because expectancy is faith combined. And faith is expectancy. They're equal. In the Science of Mind textbook, in the section Understanding Faith, Ernest Holmes writes, spiritual substance is all around us, waiting to be formed. Didn't you love that? Waiting to be formed, like clay. Thus we see what Jesus meant when he said, and I say unto you, ask and it shall be given unto you. Unto you. Unto you. Not to you, but unto. We already have that. Or it wouldn't be our idea. He goes on to say, the law must work in compliance with our demand. The divine urge within us is God's way of letting us know that we should push forward and take that which is awaiting our demand. I didn't like demand, the word, for a while. It sounded harsh. But, I like money. So, in money terms, do you like money? Do you like having some money in your pocket? Yeah. But a demand is a monetary term which says what is due you, what is rightfully yours, and you demand it from that source. When you have money in the bank, you put in a demand for it. That's what it's called. Transfer of funds that are already yours. So, the divine urge within us is God's way of letting us know that we should push forward and take that which is waiting, our demand. All of God's good is already here and ready to be realized. But you must first ask. It's like going on a date. Not going to know unless they ask. If I went on a good date with one of you, I would say, in my mind, I want to go on a date, I want to go on a date. It might work. Might not, but probably not. You date yourself. It doesn't work either. But when you speak it out, you make a demand upon that urge within you that says, hey, how about a date? Let's go to dinner. Let's go to a movie. Let's do whatever it is you want. But we must first ask for it. So ask for what you want with clarity and with authority. Because it was already born in you, or you wouldn't have the urge to ask. It's your idea. It's your demand. It's your best idea. And for you to accept that idea is to make a demand out of it and see what shows up. When we give a demand of spirit, we give it permission to show up, to show up in its perfection. I've asked many times I don't ask for things anymore. I ask for experience. I ask for healing. Now, the car situation I mentioned earlier, it was for freedom. It wasn't for the car. Or it could be for comfort. It could be for show-off. Doesn't work. Too many strings attached. I found. But when it's out of a feeling sense, what am I requesting to feel here? From that place is where I'm going to ask more often. I came up with a statement of my own here on demonstration. You are a contributing member of a universal mental mechanism. I'd like for you to personalize that for yourselves by repeating after me. I am a contributing member.
I am a contributing member
Of a universal mental mechanism.
of a universal mental mechanism.
What does that mean? What does that mean? You're responsible. I'm responsible. I contribute to my delinquency or whatever shows up in my life. Anyway, and so I, every day that I live, every experience I have, it shows up for me, and I go, oh wow, look at that. It's not like, oh God, look at that, but I know they come from the same source, and so it's an, oh my God, look at that. Like I said, we're called to then say, thank you, bless it, no longer, maybe. Do you ever say to yourself, wish I knew then what I know now? Yeah. Truth is, as evolutionary souls, can't do that. Can't do that. Because the knowledge that we gather from the past is what propels the soul towards something greater. Example, millions of years ago, the Grand Canyon was not the Grand Canyon. Was it? It required the erosion of all the Earth's elements upon it to achieve its grand and Grand Canyon moniker. It wasn't so grand back in millions of years ago. Those beautiful stratas of color and soil and all of that lovely revealing of what's under the surface. Well, we're just like that. We're just like that. The longer we live, the more we remove what's been covering, revealing that inner beauty. All those layers, many times that I know I've covered up a lot. And I know there's still some covered up I don't even know about. But I'm allowing the evolutionary erosion to reveal more of the truth of who I am. And so I know you are too. So let Spirit's wisdom, which is what I'm talking about here, reveal itself as the magnificence that you are. You're also beautiful in your unique ways. And I love to stand up front and just observe and feel your energy when you walk in the door. It's very palpable. And I really honor you for coming through this portal in this morning. And so, and then as you have those layers revealed to yourself, share them with others. Share them with others. I know I have, over the years, as I mentioned, in this process of spiritual erosion, I've gone through different things, and I've come back from maybe a week at a conference here or something there, and people will say to me, "You look different. What's different about you?" And I say, "Oh, I don't know. What do you see?" Well, some of the layers have fallen away, and more of the truth was shining through. And the early part of my evolution in this teaching, it scared me, and I covered it back up because it wasn't comfortable. I was too vulnerable. Not anymore. Most of the time. And so it's a process. Life's a process. So each layer of your life has been absolutely necessary, not only to put on, but also then to reveal away. Because it is designed to fulfill you and your spiritual journey. It's designed to help you reveal the more of you that you already are. Because deep down in your Grand Canyon, there is that beautiful trickle of your soul running through it. It's the true you. It's the God as you. My new favorite read lately is the Bhagavad Gita. Is that right, Stephen? Thank you. He's got a class every week. You can just roll that out. Thank you, Stephen. And these are some of the insights for today's lesson. I am the origin of all, from which all things proceed. I am the self, seated in the hearts of all beings. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings. Love that. Hope you do too. So, as my lesson nears conclusion today, I have a closing affirmation to cement this, all right? So repeat after me if you will. I stake my claim this day.
I stake my claim this day.
Because
Because
there is a power greater than I,
there is a power greater than I.
and I am using it with wisdom,
I am using it with wisdom,
clarity,
clarity,
and authority.
and authority.
For it is my birthright
For it is my birthright
to live in
to live in
joy,
joy,
harmony,
harmony,
abundance,
abundance,
and love.
and love.
I believe,
I believe,
I know,
I know,
I demonstrate
I demonstrate
magnificently.
magnificently,
So it is.
and so it is.